Sup, Travis Tran here from Nitro Circus, SRT USA, and you're watching WRX Snowboarder.
Hey everyone, how's it going today? Today I wanted to touch on a company called AUXITO. They had sent me out some headlights. Really looking forward to this. Headlights are going to be about 700 times brighter than stock headlights. Currently have some headlights in there. They've been here about 6 years now. They're the OLM Alpha HD. Want to try these out here. Really just see the difference that it makes. These are going to be some top quality LED headlights for you. And as we go through this, before we even touch on anything, make sure to check out that link below because they cover headlights, tail lights, interior lights, side marker lights, really any type of lights that you can think of. So make sure, again, click that link below. You can use the code WRX Snowboarder. I believe you get 15% off using that. But apart from it, let's dive into the actual product a little bit more. Alright, so let's dive into the box here. First thing I see is some zip ties and then a mini Allen key. You got some gloves here for handling. Your product manual showing you some installs. Now these are going to be just plug and play, so super simple. You take the old ones out, going counterclockwise, simply install these in. Now what I want to touch on basically with these is that they're going to be the 120 watt 24K lumen. Like I said, they're going to be 700 times brighter than any type of halogen bulb. And you can see a little bit on here, and try to take one out. There's going to be 6 chips on each side, so you got 12 chips total. And with these lights here, they're going to be the 65K brightness, and so they're going to be a little bit bluer maybe than the ones that I have, but really looking forward to this. You can see that body is really sleek here. I've installed some that are super bulky, and I'll show you in comparison to the ones that I have now. These are going to be a lot better. I claim to have a 50,000 hour lifespan, as well as they got a warranty, so if you run into any issues, being able to contact AUXITO here, they'll be able to set you straight with anything that you got. So I'm going to dive into it, pull this bumper off, and we'll get going. Okay, I now have the bumper off, so just want to show you the current light setup here. I'm gonna get this light turned off. And we'll get these turned on. You can see that they're pretty good here, but been having some issues with flickering, and I believe that actually some of the LEDs are burnt out on it. So what I'm gonna do is actually replace this left side here with the new AUXITO bulb, and we'll compare the difference on it. Now for the WRX itself, the first thing that you want to do is actually remove some bolts. You have one here, one up here, 2 on the side, as well as a push clip. These are all 10mm, or you can use a Phillips head on it. So you want to take off this plastic cover first to access the headlight. Now your next step is just to simply disconnect this portion right here, undo your pop clip, then undo your 2 bolts that are holding the headlight in. The headlight will come straight out after that. So I now have the headlight removed here, and as you can see, this is a little bit of work. You would remove bolt up here, as well as right here, be able to pull out the headlight, as well as a pop clip on the top. Now, the reason why I went around this route is because I wanted to pull this body piece in a little bit more, that way it lined up with the hood better. As you may be able to see in some of my other videos, I do have the VIS hood, gives a little bit of a gap right here. So what I did was actually pull this panel in, drilled a new hole, and set this over a little bit. That way it lined up correctly with the hood. Now, what I wanted to touch on is the actual difference in the lights here. Now let's take a look. First, as you can probably tell, is the bottom. This one is a little bit more worn out, but as you can see up close here, the LED bulbs, the ones on the AUXITO are a lot more chunky. I believe are going to be a whole lot better. And like I said, this bulb retails for about 130 for a set, while the AUXITO is only about just under $90. They'll be a lot cheaper using my discounts. So what I'm going to do now is really just throw these on. Man, this one here on the left, you can tell is a lot more heavy than this one. So I said I'm going to throw this one on and we'll take a look at the difference. The other way that you can go about this is simply to remove your windshield washer top here, as well as your battery, to be able to gain access to this side. Over here on the passenger side, you'd have to remove your intake itself, as well as the snorkel here, to be able to get to the back of that headlight. Now, that job may be easier, but it's a little bit more tedious trying to put on and on the light versus actually just taking the headlight off itself and plugging it right in. Okay, now here's the test. And I can say that I actually did the test before right here, and it is amazing how much brighter this light is. So let me turn off the lights here real quick and I'll show you. As you can clearly see here on the left hand side, it is so much brighter. It's hard to capture it on camera too, but right over here, that section is so much brighter. So definitely check out these headlights. Like I said, the OLM Alpha HD is the ones that I had before here, and they don't compare near at all to how these AUXITO ones look. So let's take a look at the new lights here. I'm super impressed. The cutoff line is really nice too. It's not like some of the projector lenses where whenever you're just going by people, you're just blinding them. So these will give you light where you need it and no light where you don't. Next step is just to throw on the bumper and get the car all set back up. So finally have it all wrapped up here. The car is a little dirty, but had some on and off rain coming on here. But again, this AUXITO light, I mean, I feel like I've been ripped off the past few years that I've actually ran this OLM Alpha HD. I thought that most expensive at the time, where like I said was anywhere from like 120 to 140, I can't quite remember, was going to be the best. But I mean, just looking at the LEDs itself with this AUXITO light is so much better, and just the light output is at least 3 times better than the lights that I had on before. So again, I mean, if you don't take anything from a lot of my videos, at least take these lights here and go check out that link below, as well as use that code. I believe it's going to be WRX Snowboarder. I'll make sure again to include it in the link below and just some information below. But I'm going to do some final shots here, just showing you the light here at night. But again, thanks AUXITO for sending me the lights out, and I cannot be more appreciative of this new look that I'm going to have. It's going to be so much better driving in the early mornings to work or coming home late at night. I feel a whole lot more safer now whenever I'm out on the roads, that I'll be able to see things, because as you can tell maybe in some of my older videos that I have had some issues with the bumper itself, so the light's definitely going to be there to help me out with that. Thanks again, as always, happy driving and enjoy.